one-to-many application. Okay, Hibernate one-to-many application. So this part I am writing here, and then I will simply remove this. Okay, and after this we can say finish. Okay, so now it will create a Maven project. Now from here we can take this and then we can start doing all the things. So first, what we need to do in the XML, we need to add all these annotations, right? In form.xml. So what is the first thing that we have to write? Here you see. Suppose already we have done for our first application, so we will just go accordingly. From here only I'll take, right? So first thing we need to add the two dependencies. What are they? Core and connector. These two things we need to add. So here if you can go and then within the dependencies we have added these two. Done. After this, okay, next we need to go for here JRE system library and then change these properties to JDK 17. Done. So this is the next part. So after that we have source/main/java. Okay. So now under this we need to create two folders, right? One is hibernate.cfg.xml, which is a source folder, and I'm creating here new source folder. Okay. So you need to say source/main/resources. You have to create this, and then within the resources, what you have to add a XML file. Okay, so XML file we need to add within this. So I'm choosing the XML file and just simply give the name as hibernate.cfg.xml. Okay, done. So it will be created. So within this, what we need to add within the XML file already you know, right? So just a minute. So we just need to type all these things. So accordingly, we will do only few changes. We'll create other database like that. Done. So within this, I will change this particular property mapping part. I'll remove this, and initially it should be create only. So let it be create like that. And this can be 8 I'm taking, and here I will just change it to second. Okay, and we will create this particular second app. Fine, all other things will remain same. Okay, everything. Only the mapping part we need to add, right? So this is one property which we are supposed to add. So here we need to mention it as a class name. Okay, so whatever all the class names that we give, those all things we need to mention here, all the entity classes. Okay, so here also class equals to. So now first thing, once this is done, so here within the app.java, okay, we will create one more entity model package we need to create, right? Yes or no? We have to create one model package. So for that, I will say it as example2.model. For our entity classes, I am creating this as model package. So within this, and here within this, we need to add the classes. What classes shall we take? We will take it as employee as well as department. Okay, you can take anything, no problem. So I am taking it as employee department. Okay, many employees belongs to one department, like that. Okay, so many employees belongs to one department. That's the relation which I am trying to keep here. Okay, so that is one to many, many to one. Fine. So now here you see when I am taking this one. Okay, employee and department. Okay, many employees belongs to one department. A department can have several employees. Yes or no? Here the relation is bidirectional or unidirectional? Bidirectional or unidirectional? When it comes, I will also explain unidirectional also. Okay, in this one-to-many minute one more thing unidirectional also I'll explain. First we will go with this bidirectional. Okay, so employee department. So this one we will try to observe. Fine. So what we have to add here in this first the details, right? For employee, what are the details will be there? So those all things we are supposed to add it here. Okay, so we will just do those things. Okay, here do you have any confusion? This part? Do you have any confusion in the structure I am asking? This part? No, right? How to add the package, where to add the package or a class, that part you have understood. Yes or no, everyone? Very good. So now we can do with this part. Okay, so an employee can have, many departments, one department, many employees. Okay, so let us try to do this part. So first tell me what are the different fields we need to give within the employee. How we can relate it to the model class, right? So within the database table.
మేడం
Tell me.
డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఎంప్లాయీ వేరే ప్యాకేజ్ లో రాసాం కదా మేడం, అదే కామ్ డాట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 2 లో రాయకూడదా మేడం?
No, we can write even there also. Okay, but the thing is when we are following what a project structure, employee ID. Okay, so this is the first thing which we are taking. Okay, or else just keep and on top of this we can add it like this. ID as well as private string. Okay, so private string, this should be what? A name. Right? And then we have to, this we will do later. Okay, so as if now I have added two things only. What are they? ID, name. Okay, when we are doing the mapping part, I will add the remaining things. So how we can make it? First we need to do @entity to just map this particular class with the table name within the database. So for that we have to use @entity and then the table name. Okay, what should be the table name within that? So here again I am taking it as employee, sorry, name equals to, okay, so this is the employee and just import this. Next, make it @ID and then make it as generated
సరే ఇలా అదే కదా సరస్వతివి ఇలా తీసుకోవాలి
generated value strategy equals to generation type dot value. And not just this one, so we have other things.
నేను ఆడదా నేను మళ్ళీ నేమేలే
We can keep it as column, right? Name equals to what? It is an employee ID. Okay, so here I am keeping it as employee ID. And then for the name, what should be the name within the database table? Column name, it should be employee name, like this. So I just added, it's your wish, whatever you want to add you can add accordingly. So these are the few fields which I have added, okay, from my end. So next, once this is completed, okay, we will also go for the same thing we will do even for the department also. Okay, many employees belongs to one department. Okay, and one department can have many employees like that. So here we have to go for the department table also, right? And in this department, what are the fields that you want to generate? So those things we will see. Okay, in case of department.
ఇలా
Okay,
మనోడు
so
సాముతో
many
ఇలా
many
మనోడు సాముతో
employees will be there in one department. So in order to represent that, we have to create even the
ఇప్పుడు
list
ఇలా
also.
ముజ్జన్న ఇట్లా వాళ్ళతోట
So first, let us go with the entity
మీరు
notation.
రెండు గెలిచిరా మూడు అయిపోయినాయా ఇప్పటికి మూడు
Table
గెలిచిరా సెట్ ఇంకేంది
equals to department. Okay. So this is another one. After this, next what else we have? We have department ID, department name.
310 time 310
Okay. So now within this, again same. All these things are same. So I'll just take it from here.
తప్పు ఉంది అది
This is what department ID. Okay. The department ID. In the same manner, we also have what? Department name. That's it. So these are the common fields, okay, which are independent fields. Okay, so department ID, department name, the separate fields, and within the employee ID, employee name. Apart from that, what else are there? So a department can have many employees, yes or no?
అజయ్
Right? Employee. Okay, so many employees belongs to one department, and the department can have many employees. Okay, so a single department can have many employees. Many employee IDs can be stored here, yes or no? So for that purpose, what we have to do is we have to create a list. Okay, because it is not just only one employee, we have lot of employees. So like that's the reason we have to create something like a
ఇది రికార్డ్
list
చేస్తున్నా
of
అందుకే ఇట్లా అని పెట్టిన
okay. I'm creating like this list of employee, and you can give some name it as employees.
ఇలా అత్త నైట్
Okay. So this is how I am creating one thing.
ధోనిబాయ్
Fine.
ఎల్లుండి
And
ధోనిబాయ్ ఎల్లుండి వస్తాడు
here you can now tell here.
ధోనిబాయ్ రేపు వస్తాడు రేపు నైట్ వరకు
Many like within an
అవుతాడు
employee.
అంతే ఇక వినడు మనకి వినడు
I'm writing within the employee. The department I have. The department can have many employees. It's not employee.
ఆ పని
The
వల్ల అంటే
department.
ఆమె దానివల్ల
The
మాత్రం
department
వినడు
can
ఇక
have lot of
అలా
employees.
విషయాల
So I'm
అలా
just
విషయాలలో
creating
వినడు ఇక
something kind of a list here.
చేసుకుంటాడు ఇక వచ్చి
Okay, with of employees, all the employee objects should be added over here. So I have
50,
created this one. Fine. And now here I need to mention the mapping, right?
అంటే
Yes or no?
మరి స్వామికి నచ్చాయి
One department
అట్లా
can
అది
have
నచ్చదు అసలు
many
ఫస్ట్
employees. This department can have many employees.
చేసుకుంటే
So I'm
డిసడ్వాంటేజ్లే బాగుండేది
specifying here the
దొంగలు మాత్రం
relation as
100%
one
అయితే.
to many. Okay.
బాగా
And
లొల్లి అయితే.
here
Too
you
much.
can say mapped by.
ఇక మాట్లాడు ఆ స్వామితో
Mapped by what? It's a
ఇక
employee.
ఏదైనా అయినా
Sorry,
కూడా
mapped by,
కదా
sorry,
ఇక
department.
అడ్వాంటేజ్ అవుతుంది మొత్తం ఇక వేరే వేరే
Right.
వేరే వేరే లాగా
So you have to
బండి
write.
తీసుకొని సైడ్ కొన్నా ఓకే
So here,
It
the
is.
department can have many employees. Okay, so that is
ఇది
what
ఒకటి
we
ఫోన్
are
మధుదా
doing here. One to many. This one. Okay. Done. Okay, up to this fine. Okay. Once this part is completed, our next process is what? You have to generate a constructor. You have to generate headers and setters. These all. Okay. So now let us given constructor from the superclass. That's it. Okay. So these all things we are doing here. Okay. So fine. Okay, no problem. This is the result. So if you also want to print something, then we can do the other one, but otherwise it is okay. So a department can have many employees. This part is done. Now many employees belongs to one department. Even that part also we have to do, right? This is what department can, it is common, generating data setters, constructor using fields, these all things are common. Now you go for employee in the same way. And in this employee table, okay, now what we are supposed to keep, many employees belongs to one department. Okay, so many employees belongs to one department within the employee table. So the same thing we need to keep here, right? So what I will do is right now private department, I'm just creating this part. Fine. And on top of this I will say it as many to one, because many employees belongs to one department, that I want to specify. So I'm keeping it as many to one. Okay, and then you have to join the column here, right? So what, on which column you are supposed to join based on department ID. Okay, so this particular thing should be added. Fine. So wherever you want to add that thing, you can add it. Okay, many to one. Many employees belongs to one department. Okay, so this is what we are basically doing.